Good morning. One ringy dingy, two ringy dingies, dingy dingy dingy. Sorry, I'm just going through some shit here. Some shit on my phone while we're waiting for a few people to pop in. All right. Glasses. Let's get some cleanup work started. Shall we? That's good. That's looking better. Yeah, we'll say placing certain like mold lines in strategic areas, like literally right around what appears to be, I could be wrong, it looks like it's almost around the edging of these boxes, is really smart. Worked out really well. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. Hey, Ray. Good morning. What's going on, man? What's happening? Should I'm gonna likely end up gluing that part on. We'll see. Okay. I had so many steamers yesterday. Oh, did you now? Yeah. How the rental units? They're up, you said? You steamed away and ate with the rentals? And you're up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning? I love it. Here we go. Now, am I missing something here? Just want to make sure I'm not. Hey, Tony, good morning. Good, 10 pounds of steamers for 4 people. Plus, we boiled up some local corn. Everything was amazing, I'm sure. I'm not a big fan of steamers, but I've had them on occasion. They're okay. Not my thing, but sounds like a delicious meal, especially the corn part. I love me. I've been grilling corn a lot recently, which is like one of my favorite things to do. Sorry, guys, give me 1 second here just to try to figure out. I'm assuming there's nothing going on inside there. Yeah, it's empty. Okay, good. Morning, Tony. Tony, I did get a chance to watch your video, your G-Quacks, G-Cucks. Not a good choice of terms. your GQX, whatever the hell the series is called, review of the Gyan, I believe is what you did. Yesterday when I wrapped up, I'm like, you know what? Okay. It's top of mind now. Let me look into this. So anyway, nice review. Nicely done. Not that you need my permission or my acceptance, but I just wanted to say, nicely done. I don't tend to watch a lot of, what's the best way of putting it? Generic. Hey, Mike, your request. First of all, good morning, Mike. How are you? Your request question has been forwarded to Classic. It will be discussed at their next meeting, first week in September. Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. We don't grill corn, but I only have one propane tank that was full. Yeah, I got to go get mine filled. We started grilling up some stuff, or just started firing up the grill last weekend. And we're about to have fajitas. Damn it. I don't know what to call it. Yeah. They make an HG corner chair for the G Cucks. Yeah, probably. I'm telling you, it is a terrible name. Good morning, Ken. How are you? Thanks. Thank you. I just do it. However, I feel I'm a bit lazy, to be honest. Morning, Mike and Ken. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because the first thing is I don't tend to watch a lot of review videos, anybody's. I used to, like, when I first got back into the hobby, I was watching Zacco Aurelius a lot and a bunch of others. And it was like, oh, whenever they had a new episode, I'd go back through their backlog. And then after a while, it's like, okay, it's kind of cool, but I don't really need to do this. And then now I'm at the point where, unless I'm interested in buying a model, then I'll take a look at it. And even then, maybe not, because if I like the design, I'll pick it up. It's not going to impact me one way or the other. I think you bring up a very valid point of being able to find your voice. One of the things I appreciate, I was watching Tony's video yesterday morning. One of the things I appreciated was actually your comment at the very end, which is, this is how I build things. This is how I do things. Other people do things differently. This is how I do it. Here's my model. And I thought that was like, yeah, good for you. You're doing what you want to do. And that's the one thing about, people, I think, who you're not going to get the most followers that way. In the same way, like here, we're not going to get the most followers. Why? Because that's not the kind of show that I think. Well, this is about building a community, having not even a community. Yes, building a community, but also just having fun and talking with people. And honestly, me having an enjoyable time working on a model while hanging out with people. And I'm hoping other people kind of find the same kind of enjoyment in something like this. This is more about just hanging out. We poke fun at each other. God knows we got a card like Ray here all the time, dropping dad jokes like it's nobody's business. But we start to get to understand each other's personalities, right? That kind of stuff. Maybe 18 plus kind of dad. Rephrase that. But that's the kind of stuff that we do. Mike, first of all, good morning. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and thank you for doing that. And I look forward to hearing back. If anybody has any questions, they can certainly ping me. Glad to answer those. If you like the error comment, just get the kit. Yeah, right. I'm going to make money. I decided to do it, so it gave me something to do and a way to show my own models off to people outside my family and the 3 friends I still have. There you go. Sir, that's a fun uncle. That's probably true. Maybe that's it. Maybe we have to start calling you Uncle Ray. And not just Uncle Ray. Fun Uncle Ray. Yeah, the point is to find your voice. And if your voice makes you, like popularity or money or whatever, great. If you're pursuing that, I don't know. There's enough people out there. Go find something else to do. It's part of the reason why I think I like watching, Michael Wine when he does his videos. Gundamonium works because the same exact reason. Because I think he does it because he wants to hang out. I think I don't know. I won't speak for Mike. I'm sure that there's probably, sure, I'd love to be able to make this into a career, but I think more than that, I think it's just a hangout thing to show how he does his models. And Mike's a fabulous model maker, without a doubt. Without a doubt. There we go. Fabulous. All right, we have to push this down. We have to get some goo out there so that way it'll fill. Yeah, like that. Fill all those gaps. Give it a little bit of pressure. And there will be cleanup work here, but that's good because I want those gaps filled. I'm fine with Unc. Uncle Ray. I may have to start introducing you that way. Yeah, this is Uncle Ray. He looks like he's younger than you are. Yeah, but he's Uncle Ray. It's a weird family thing going on. Oh, Lord. When we get a few more people on, I'll show you guys a little preview. I got to figure that out. The way that's coming together. I'm assuming that is correct. I don't know how some of this comes together because this is not my forte. I'm sure I could research it and see how it all comes together. Or old Ray. It's old Ray. Given that for those of us who have beards, and I know a bunch of you guys because we hang out together, or who have hair. I don't have hair. I just got the beard now. We're all a bunch of gray beards, so I guess we could all be called Old George, Old Ray. No offense, Old Ken. Though Ken's probably the baby of the group. I'll break out the banjo and do a rendition on my own grandpa. I'll provide the buck dancing. I will say, kind of tying it in a little bit to like Patcon and stuff like that. I think what we're trying to do with Patcon is kind of like what we're just discussing now. How do you make a show that's all about the same shit that everybody else does, or like we're just talking about with shows, right? Like if you got a YouTube channel and you're just like everybody else's YouTube channel, what do you do to make it your own? It's hey Nick, good morning. I'm old. In fact, I got older today. Is today your birthday? Happy birthday! It's Ken's birthday, man. Did you really? But tomorrow you're going to get older too. Tomorrow you're going to be older, and the day after that you're going to be older. So, is today your birthday? What was I saying? Oh, about trying to take a show. 52. God, I barely remember 52. Solar Revolution completion. Exactly. Nice. Yeah, there we go. So, exactly. Happy birthday, man. We have to start celebrating things beyond just having like shows and doing things at the shows and everything like that. I'm going to get back to Ken in just a second, but just want to get this idea out. Trying to make it more of a festival, like doing other things beyond just focusing on the models on the table and judging the competition side. That's kind of one of the goals I'm trying to get to. And just listening to what we were just talking about, like maybe someday we do bring in like Ray and his banjo to play music for us. Who knows? Whatever it takes to kind of broaden the field a little bit. Ray can build a model and play his banjo at the same time. Now, when he cranks one out, it's punching bag of flour. Birthday Ken, not sure they ever made that one. Birthday Ken, not sure they ever made that. Are you talking about a birthday like a Ken and Barbie Ken? It's funny. Thank you, Ray. Anyway, happy birthday, Ken. Got anything special planned for the day? Yeah, that's funny. We should find. Oh man, now I'm on them. Now I've got to look for one. Ooh, I got to look for one. Anywhere else, he'd be a 10. Nice. Happy birthday, Ken. That's awesome. So what are you going to do today? I'm assuming it'll probably be the usual yard work. You know, that's generally. What did you do on Father's Day? What did you do on your birthday? I don't know. A little yard work. Laundry. The usual. People are like, what? Yeah, what, you think shit stops because of that? No. Let's get in there and clean out some of this stuff here. Let's try to get these mold lines cleaned up. There we go. Gonna treat myself to a posh intersection in Longmeadow. Nice. Hey, Joe. Good morning. How you feeling, brother? Birthday King. Good morning, bastard space noids. Bastard space noids. I like being called a bastard space noid. I love it. Thanks, Nick. Yo, thanks, Joe. Now we've got Ken and Joe, both sides of the 1/6 tall story. Nice. Funny. Ouch. Do not want to bleed today if I can avoid it. Sorry, I was trying to get this mold line taken care of quickly. Give me 1 second, guys. Can't see it on this side, which is probably good. Though actually I do. All right. It's action figure. It has kung fu chopping action. I'm going to edit a video for tomorrow, and then I might either start a build or finish water slides on one of the 2 kits I have sitting build. I don't know. It's a lazy Saturday. Lazy Saturdays are the best. Edwin, good evening. How you doing, my friend? How are you feeling? And Joe, how are you feeling? Are you on the road to recovery? Before I forget, I do have a 12-inch Tyler Durden. It's never your Tyler Durden. Just a Tyler Durden. Nice. How you feeling? How you boys feeling? So, Ken, kidding aside, what are you doing today? After you're done at the posh intersection. There we go. I still have congestion in my lungs, but everything else is okay. Fever broke last night. Oh, that's a blessing. Good for you, Joe. Already so much better. No more flu, but I have not visit my friend's store because I need some more to join. Yeah. Yeah, you'll be joined. Well, soon enough. Get through the flu, right? Then you'll be able to do that. After I found out someone set the AC. After I found out someone set the AC to 70 heathens. Are we all getting ice cream at the Rotary? I guess we are. Or cake at least. Hold it. So someone set the AC to 70. I mean, I'm assuming is heathens. Is it heathens or he's supposed to be something else? It's an interesting way of putting it. All right, let's get a park glued on. I'm gonna give it another. What time is it? Another 5 minutes. Then we'll do a very, very quick sneak peek. All right, give me a second, guys. Okay, got that, and that'll have to get finished off later. But here his kid is working so close to an intersection, keeping the family business alive. Yeah, exactly. Non-stop cold air blowing. Oh yeah, 70 is cold. I'm a skinny boy. I have no fat for winter. Yeah, I'm sort of the same way. It's like the rest of the family. It's like it is oppressively hot in here. It's like I'm in like a t-shirt and totally enjoying things. Now, don't get me wrong. This year in particular, heat really got to me, but generally I'm okay with a little warmth. Top of that looks clean. Yeah, there we go. Our house sits at 70 all year. Well, it has to, doesn't it? Otherwise, you're going to be frying. I keep the bedroom AC. I still need a thermostat foot. A thermostat foot? What's a thermostat foot? Ken still hasn't really given us an answer as to what he's doing today. Oh, here we go. To be honest, not sure. Family has gone all day. It's gone all day yesterday for a photo shoot for senior pictures. Senior pics are out of control nowadays. Dude, Ken, you ready for this? The whole scene for graduation is out of control. Dude, we graduated. I went to hang out with a bunch of friends in the field. We picked up some beers and that kind of thing, right? It was like the whole we did that. And then we had like a family party, right? Like my family invited people and I didn't really care. Now it's like you got to rent out a place and you got to do all this and the photos are professional and we hired photographers to get my, it's a different world. Yeah, the covers are too hot. So you stuck a foot out. Ah, I got it. That the foot goes out of the corners that regulates your temp. That's what that's called, huh? Yeah, I get that. I do the same thing. It's like you're really hot. It's like, well, let me just stick a foot out. And you start regulating your temp. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of cool. Never heard that before. That term before. What I'm saying right now is, I may do some big gap filling here in a second. We'll see. We'll see. We're looking pretty parallel. I think so. Graduation, they did some cow tipping, then a fancy dinner over at the Piggly Wiggly. Piggly Wiggly was too fancy for us. Yeah, it's nuts. I'm dreading this bill for the pictures. Yeah. Dude, wait till you get to the all the graduation shit. Dude, and wait and wait till you get to Well, now you have to help me buy all my stuff for decorating my room. Why can't you take shit from me? I'm not taking stuff from here. I have to get everything new for my dormitory room. Yeah. It ain't cheap. And then wait till they whack you for the prints costs. And then wait till you get your graduation photos. Dude, so they took photos at the graduation ceremony. And then they offer them to us at like, oh God, obscene rates. It's like, yeah, you can get these two 4x8s or whatever it is, and a few of these and a couple of these, and it's like $250. I'm like, are you fucking insane? No, we took good enough pictures. Thank you very much. Let's see. Give it a 75. That's because AC unit only works for plus 20 degrees anymore outside. You need to adjust it to be hotter in the room. Where the AC unit is cooking to work. Yeah. Or his best overalls. I'm fucked. Oh, yeah, dude. Yes, you are. Yep. But having said all that, at the same time, you're going to do it. You know why? Because it's your kid. And you know who's going to be even more fucked? Nick. Because his kids are really tiny. They get to see the stuff that our kids are doing now, and they're going to expand upon that, and shit's going to cost more. Nick's going to have to take out a mortgage for the graduation party. It's going to spend a few extra hours on the corner. My daughter and her friends did their own grad pictures, and then we just ignored the school's offer. Oh, yeah, we did too. We just looked at the offer and we're like, oh, let's just see how much it is. It's like, oh, no fucking way. No, that's not happening. She swims. So she wanted her pictures at the beach. So we had to pay the photographer and assistant to travel. Oh, shit. Wow. Yeah, we had a couple of local places that we went to, which is good. And it's just one photographer. The photographer had an assistant. Wow. Couldn't you have done it like a pool or something like that? Yeah, take a karaoke. She might need to sell one. I couldn't fathom how the cap and gown costs $250. Now it has like what? Oh, I know. Yeah, dude. And if you take a look at it, because I was actually cleaning out a closet where my daughter's gowns are in, and it's like, and I'm pulling them out, and I'm thinking these feel shittier than the ones that I have. Now, granted, it's been 41 years since I graduated high school, but I'm looking at this like this fabric is crap. But yeah, it's a business, and it's not a cheap one. And guess what? You have to do it. I'm gonna have to sleep at the intersection. Yeah, exactly. I still don't understand American obsession with things that are obviously become industry, like graduation. Oh, absolutely. Edwin, I'm the same way. It's like, when did this become an industry? Yeah, I agree. Edwin, truer words have not been spoken. Be careful where they may actually take the way healthcare system works today. And mine a year apart, so it's going to feel crazy expensive. Yeah. Oh, yeah, low quality for sure. Okay, graduated with her master's. She only got the sash, skipped the gown. They're stupid expensive. Yep. Celebration culture over here is ridiculous. Yeah. I think that's exactly what it is. They built an industry around it. And what you're doing is you're feeding into people's personalities that say, well, I have to keep up with the Joneses, or I have to do this because this is what people do. That's what I actually heard that from my daughter. I can't remember. This is a while ago. I heard it about something about this is what happens. You know, like you have to have a graduation party, not at your house, not just, you have to have like a party at some place. I mean, we just spent 4 figures on a graduation party. Now, it was a fun time, but at the same time, it's like, wow. Asian culture here is ridiculous. Some kid in a Chinese sweatshop making 25 cents a day made the dang thing, and we got to pay all that money. There is no way around it either. Like you said, yeah, they got you by the shorties, and that's the problem. Putting my left kidney on eBay now. Yeah, man. Yeah, you might want to wait a little bit, see if the value of the kidney goes up. Remember, everything is going up. Else for graduation. The school got the supply. We just borrow and return them. Yeah, see, I think at some point that kind of happened. There was a little hiccup, guys. I'm not sure. Let me know if there's any issue with the video. I saw a little hiccup come across. eBay has a no organs rule. Nice. Yeah, borrowing and returning makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It was Bangladesh. Fuck the Joneses. Yeah, it's hard though, Joe. It's the pressure to keep up is hard, especially at that age. Look, we as adults can just say, "Fuck that, we don't care. It's not that important." But kids, it's the peer pressure is different. All good, thank you. Damn it, Peter. 70,000 for a sweet 16 party. A quinceañera. Who had that? If you want to sell your kidney, I know. I know a guy. I love it. Hey, Peter. Good morning. How are you, by the way, brother? Good to have you on. All right, it's a quick. I didn't care when I was growing up. I know that's the thing. Sold. That's the thing. We for us it was different when we were growing up. It's different. Our kids are being trained in a different way. That's part of it. Kids are today's kids. And I'm not saying you kids. I'm saying it's not just the kids' fault. The way media has surrounded them and the way we've allowed it to surround them, they're being influenced in such ways that they see this stuff, Okay, here's an example. It's a wacky example. Say yes to the dress, right? These wedding dresses. The expectation now is like, oh, that dress only costs $12,000. I'm like, a fucking dress that you're going to wear once theoretically only costs $12,000? What? But people are being inured to that. Who has 70 grand to throw a party? Not judging, just curious who has all that money. Oh, people, Tony, no one here. You need a lung. Drooling on myself. Why am I awake? What? Because you want to hang with the coolest people on the planet, Peter. Come on. It is funny when people I got to tell you, Peter, I'm saying this, I said that facetiously. I am amused when people like, God, I'm so tired. And I'm like, and still you're awake and you're watching this. God bless you. I love you. Scam is the 3-month salary diamond ring. That's the first scam? Oh no, that's not the first one. The whole thing is a scam. I've been on TV like Cribs and Super Sweet 16. Oh, I think all of it is there. That's exactly the point, Ken. It's all about, we see these things and now suddenly it's like, I need to do this. This is the norm. We are normalizing these events. Like a quinceañera, I never heard of one until my daughter 10 years ago said, I'm going to a friend's quinceañera. It's like, what the hell's that? And then she said, and she walked out, she's like, there was like 100+ people at this thing. They spent a ton of money on the rental of the hall, the food, all of this thing. I have a lot of plastic. Wonder if they would take that in payment. Yeah, really. Found this dress at the back rack of Salvation Army. Yep. There's a tribal morning ritual, Peter. Stick to the tribe program. Well said, Edwin. It will be okay once the coffee kicks in. Yeah, most of the MTV Cribs, they didn't live there. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Don't know. It doesn't matter. The point is, that's how we're being conditioned. When you show places like, when the HGTV and these shows about how people are living, like yes, I am criticizing it. I'm not interested in any of this stuff. We are interested in other people's lives, and then we want to bring some of that into us. The Love Islands and The Bachelor, all this shit. I know this conversation is going off in tangents. Let's bring it back in. Ken, yes, you're fucked. Get ready for expensive photos, not once, but twice, parties, dresses, prom dresses, that again, they wear once. Oh, yeah. I got my wife $120 silver skull. For our engagement, we also did a tiny party and kept the budget down. The trick is don't tell anyone. It's for a wedding. Yeah, I'm her, but not Red Man. Jesus, guys, I'm sorry. Give me a second here. I got a frog in the throat. Un momento. Man. It's hitting kind of hard today. There we go. All right, let's see where we are. Let's see. Let's kick the shit out of Robin Leach. I'm a fan of that. If I was smart, they marry in the records religion office. No big reception party. Yep. Simple. No reception. Yeah. Birdman was the best. Cribs episode. Really was. I've never watched Cribs, so I can't really say. Maybe once, partly of it, but no, not interested. Hey, Mike, good morning. What's going on, brother? Yeah, it was 100% legit, too. Redman is the GOAT. Went to the courthouse, got married there, and had a party at the local VFW shelter for almost nothing since my ex-mother-in-law worked there. Nice. Yeah, there you go. You know, we had a party at a fairly, it's funny, I look back at it. My wife and I have been married for just almost 30 years ago. And we found a great little place in New Hampshire. We had our wedding there. We had our reception there. The food was great. We had about 100. It snowed the day before, so we lost a bunch of people. We had about 100 people show up. And I think our out of pocket, again, this is a number of years ago, it's like $5,000. And my wife and I paid for all of it. So given everything, and she got not a super expensive dress or anything like that. Now, $5,000 30 years ago, yeah, it's a chunk of money. But given what it costs now, it sounds like a bargain. We eloped in Vegas and used the winnings we made from a $200 gambling budget to pay for the whole trip. Nice. Did you really, Nick? Dude, that's awesome. Wow. He lived there until 2015, I think, before he finally bought a house. Really? Wow. The wedding reception here is getting ridiculous, especially if you do the ancient tradition thing. Again, capitalizing on what people perceive as a need. His screen was half out and the doorbell was 2 wires rubbed together. He also had a random cousin passed out on his floor. Wow. Next thing will be small and in Thailand. If I get remarried, might just stay BF and GF forever. Yeah. Yeah. Does it matter anymore? Doesn't matter anymore. And do you have a funeral strippers over there? Funeral strippers? Wow. That'd be kind of fun in a bizarre kind of way. All right. Nope. Don't really matter. Don't really matter. Exactly. You know, there are things that I'm sure are pissing off the extreme right, but you know what? One thing, it's like I appreciate the concept of, I'm not saying monogamy. I'm saying the concept of just marriage, you know, is changing. I appreciate that quite a bit. All right, real quickly. So, little story. I've got wire strippers. It's kind of like the same, right? No, we don't have funeral strippers here. Too bad. I want those African dancing pallbearers carrying me to the grave. Nice. That made me sound like $400 profit when we made it home. Flights, food, hotel, rigs, and the little white chapel all covered. Dude, that's awesome. Man, I got to tell you, there's something to be said about doing it that way. That's for sure. Did you guys have a reception when you got back? Maybe just a couple of friends and family, something like that. Throw something on the smoker. We got Ken. He can strip more than wires. Did it right. I think so too. Oh, yeah. All right. So, little story. So, I wanted to have a like a sticker giveaway at Patcon. I created design. I didn't create it. I mishmashed a couple things. It worked fine for this one. I'll show it to you in a second. And I placed the order, and it arrived end of last week. And I'm looking at the package and I'm seeing it's like, oh, this package is for George. And I'm looking at it. It's like, this thing is too flat to be the sticker packs. The stickers were not in it. They had either fallen out. Somebody opened it up and everything fell out. Contacted the company and said, hey, something happened here. And they're like, we are so sorry. We're going to rush this order because we know this is for a show that you guys are doing. Received the stickers yesterday. And this is what we're going to be giving away at Patcon. Anybody who wants one. So there will be, it's basically our logo with Patcon 2025. Anything fancy schmancy? No. But the good thing about it is it's commemoration, a small commemorative token, and also, let's be honest, advertisement. I got my Patcon stickers yesterday. Did you really? For yourself? I will have a few of mine. I got a few remnants left of my gouge. I'll be giving those out. Yeah, I had around 8 people over the house. Yeah, see, stuff like that makes sense. Immediate family to hand out. Yeah, yep. Someone steal me one. At this point, these will only be given. You have to be at the show to get one. My daughter's already asked. I'm like, no. Someone steal me one. And you have to go through the president, that asshole, to get one. So anyway, I'm kind of excited about having something like that. Again, this is kind of like the little stuff that we're looking to do in order to enhance the experience. Is it a big thing? No. But it's just a little itty bitty thing that hopefully, just kind of builds a little bit like I guess I look at it kind of like a Comic-Con or an anime con. You're just trying to create more of an atmosphere for, just all sorts of different stuff. I got George's Tiny Crown. I feel like King of Patcon is more appropriate, but Prince of Patcon has better alliteration. Yes, especially if I can be like a Game of Thrones kind of prince. Where do you order your stickers from, George? Been looking for best price and nicest printing. I haven't even opened up the package to see how the quality is. I will say this, Tony, one of the things I liked about this, the company was called stickerapp.com. I did it online. Their setup was really good. What I liked about it was, Tony, I think how do you judge a company it was not when things go well, but when things go badly. And these things, they got lost, and they could have just as easily said, you opened up the package. We're going to have to go find out what happened. Not one peep. They said, we are so sorry about this. We're going to rush this order to get it out. That to me speaks volumes. So do I recommend Sticker Wrap? Yes, I do. How did I find them? It's just like one of the first few that came up in a Google search. And I will not do Sticker Mule. I don't like, I believe in voting with your wallet, and I will not vote for them. Let's see. Can't go through twice. He won't notice. Probably not. No fan. They were all pissed for months and that they were not invited. Really? I use Sticker App. Yeah, perfect. Good. Okay, so your experience has been pretty good too, Peter. All that power going to his head finally. Oh yeah. Well, we had an interesting conversation about that a couple days ago. Going to continue to have an interesting conversation about that. When you're trying to wrangle cats, the question is, if you become a bit dictatorial, are you a dick or is it a necessity? Do you want a sash or a name tag? Oh, no, a sash. I've got a name tag. I'm good. And I do expect that to be truly gold. I want to kind of decorate my house in all gold so I can look as kitschy as the White House. You want Joe? You're only getting one now that I know your game plan, Ken. Same night, we had a small wedding with immediate family and friends. You need to be a Prince George. You are the elder of the tribe. Oh, I got to tell you, Edwin, you're my favorite. You're my favorite. I love it. Sounds like a good option. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, I would absolutely recommend them. I didn't do a price check. Obviously, our organization paid for the stickers, but what was good is their service and how they did everything, their follow through, letting you know when things are shipping. It was great. Yeah, I'll check them out. Yep. Slapco was pretty good too. Good to know. It's always good to have another option just in case. I'd like a sash. You don't get a sash. You have to be president of a club to get a sash. And you have to be as good as me to get a sash. I'll hand it to you if you'd like. Do you have to wear Wranglers when getting the cat? Yep. Yes, you do. These cats? Oh, yes, you do. Chaps galore. And we wearing our heavy metal wigs. Dude, I forgot about that. Are you bringing them with you this time, Ken? Dude, I might do that. Kind of like Polish Knights. Yeah. They're in Europe, Sweden, I think. Sticker app. Are they? I thought they were here in the U.S. Man, these things came lickety fast. The order when it was placed, even the original order, less than a week. Really? I have no idea. I will say their packaging is kind of cool. Look at this packaging. I mean, first of all, you gotta love. Sorry. You gotta love what the I guess the designer came up with, and the designer. I'll give them credit; they deserve it. Artwork by the Creative Pain. You know, nothing like a little Westworld action there. You know, I'll give credit where credit's due. You know, if I can find a place where I can post comments on them, I will let them know. They did great. Hopefully he wears one of his daughter's old dance outfits to Patcon. Whew. Has to be one of the newer ones. The ones when she was younger ain't gonna fit. I'll buy us some wigs, make a great pick. 50s Robot Cowboy. No, that's actually Joe. That's from Westworld, 1972 film with one of the last films that Yul Brynner did. Sci-fi film, actually, believe it or not. Hey, Red, how are you? Yeah, Ken, I see this again, making it more into a celebration. Like if we're all coming together, like I think there's a stodginess to having a show where your focus is the contest. It's like, let's celebrate everything else. Good. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Red. I'm glad to hear that things are good. And welcome again. So yeah, I will be handing those out at the show. Only seen clips of the movie. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's a good film. I watched the HBO series. Did not like it. Did not like it. At least I got through the first season. It's like, yeah, I'm not going any further on this. I'm done with it. You should consider a photo booth for the show. Ooh. Hey, Ken, do me a favor. I'm going to write it down, but text me that. Maybe not this year, but next year. We're already starting to do some things like the for Patcon. We're already starting to do some things that are pretty cool. We're having the night before, we're having a reception at the museum. So we're already starting to make this thing more of an event. I'm not looking to make it an all weekend event. I don't think we can actually sustain that. But yeah, we're looking. I'd love to do things like that. That's a great idea. That sounds expensive. Maybe. I don't know what it costs. Dude, we're renting out 100 tables. That's not going to be cheap. I said this live stream will end in a minute. You are completely incorrect. It's a Saturday, so I am here for another hour. You don't get me for an hour today. You get me for 2. I'm into events that have them. People have fun with that. Yeah. A scale hobbyist, a Patcon vendor. They are not. Peter, if you've got a relationship with them, go for it. I think this year is going to be tough because our tables are sold out. My hope is that this year we will, the show will be bigger than last year. And next year we can start really putting the pressure on organizations. You want to come to this show. This is where scale modelers are. You're a scale model sales, you sell things to scale modelers. This is where you want to be. Let's see. I didn't like it either. The HBO I felt was like how we can show sins of man without the guilt, like what he is doing in the show. Like, no, thank you. Yeah, there was the whole. I did not like the characters. Yeah, I agree with you. There was something to it that just like these characters, nah, not good, not good. I told Teletran that this stream will end probably. Well, go tell them that we're still here. Oh, damn it, I forgot. Yeah, no worries. Saturdays and Sundays, I will usually be on longer because and this weekend in particular. Next weekend will be different because next weekend I will be up in Maine. But this weekend, in particular, I got nothing planned. So this weekend is going to be like, going to be an easy weekend. I feel like a parallel opposite to Star Trek, the search for the no hope for humanity. Yeah, I got to pray now. Be right back. Sounds good, Red. We'll be here. I appreciate that. Go pray. All right, let's get, I think that's the last part on here. Let's get some parts on here, shall we? So anyway, outside of Ken's birthday today, anybody got anything special going on? I haven't seen Westworld since I was a kid. The crappy sequel Future World shows up on streaming once in a while, but not the OG. Yeah, you got to find Westworld. Oh, I believe Future World was a made-for-TV series. I believe, and it was crappy. Kind of like Jurassic Park, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it was a good film. And every sequel after that was crappy. It's my dad's birthday today. Really? All right, Peter, I feel like I got to ask, how old's your dad? And do we want to send him birthday wishes? What corner should we leave presents at? Yeah, really? What corner? Could have been better. Yeah, Peter, could have been better. Oh, no. Future World was terrible. Terrible. 80 or so. 80 or so? Dude, what do you mean, or so? That's funny as hell. Or so. Dude, it's your dad. Okay, that came across kind of sounding not all that great. Happy birthday to your dad. It came across sounding a little weird. Dude, it's your mom. From Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Oof. Weekend cleaning. Make shopping lists on what items to acquire next month and tidy up the Orc 10th Codex. Cool. Nope, Logan's Run was way better. Logan's Run was way better. Oh, 100%. Than Westworld? Likely, yes, but I've seen Logan's Run more times than I have Westworld. What was I going to say? By the way, Edwin, something we haven't heard from in a while. How are the kitties doing? How are the cats doing? It was better than Logan's Walk. Yeah. I'm old enough to remember the Logan's Run TV series. Anybody remember that? Oh, man. We think sometimes that Hollywood does things bad now. Oof. Tried watching Logan's Run recently and didn't make it. It's a tough one. It's a tough slog. One of the things I'm finding, All right. So here's an interesting thing. I just finished reading John Wyndham's The Day of the Triffids. If anybody has watched the 1981 BBC series, The Day of the Triffids, I love that series. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Logan's Run, the original Day of the Triffids, even a lot of the Doctor Who stuff from the early days, a lot of that sci-fi, it's very misogynistic. And that's one of the struggles I have. Logan's Run, dude, Jessica is just what is she there for? Not really much. You know, I feel like, this is the one thing I think we've certainly seen changes in with Hollywood. We're starting to see, women taking on better roles. Star Wars, Carrie Fisher's original Princess Leia, not the one at the very end where she was so coked out of her head that she couldn't really act. But in the first film, Sigourney Weaver in particular the second Aliens film. Watch The Island with McGregor. That is updated Logan's Run. Really? So do I want to watch it? For cat update, Julio was at the neighbor house, Susu lounging at the front of the house and watching number 4, Lisa, number 3, Boba. Have not seen. Oh, really? How long has it been since Boba has been back? Yeah, I remember and the Man from Atlanta. Oh, yeah, Man from Atlantis. I remember watching some of that. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Even as a kid. Couldn't deal. Yeah, just the misogyny in a lot of that stuff is, and don't get me wrong, the John Wyndham book was really, really good, but you have to fight through the misogyny. Which is hard. And it's generally hard. Boba usually at the back or the roof. He was now at the teenager cat phase. I want to hunt and kill them all. Really? Is that the actual phase? Wow. Wow. Hey, Nick, I'm sanding. Bigger mold lines on this one than there were on the other one. And there's these really tiny little detailed dots that I'm trying to avoid as much as possible. These really tiny little rivets. Try not to damage if I can avoid. Let's catch up on the stream here. Back, welcome back. Anyway, news: my white cat gave birth to 4 kittens. Yeehaw! So 5 kittens means wow. I just made up the name, but he just hunted a few gecko and lots of cockroach, hoping he got all of those mice. Nice. But she used to have one, but it grew up and turned into a gremlin. Really? So 5 kittens. It means wow. 5 kittens. And how many cats do you have in your house now, Red? I can't believe you made me wait an hour for this. I know. I'm such a bastard. I'm such a bastard. Definitely gonna have to get in there with a knife and get some of this stuff cleaned up. I can't remember who it was yesterday who suggested that maybe paint these tanks like the series of tanks in like rainbow colors, like rainbow, like doing a purple. I think it was Tom doing like a purple camo, and then maybe doing like an orange camo. I'm thinking, I may actually pursue that. Do different camo patterns on these things. I think could be fun. Just it goes. Well, she used to have one, but it grew up and turned into a gremlin. That's so funny. All cats I ever have. Oreo mom is the best anti-air cat I ever had. Anti-air cat? What does that mean? She punched a bird who's about to fly and then ate it. Holy crap! Are you serious? Like Care Bears tanks. Kind of like. That sounds stupid. I love it. I know. I love it too. And then just put them out there and call it my trans army. Just to piss people off. And do me a favor, please explain to me what about this color choice. Please, you have to let us know why this color is the one you use. Yeah, you know why I use it? Because I want it. Go fuck yourself. Which camo configuration are you going with? I'll probably end up doing the same thing I did on the previous tank. Just do you lay down putty and just do different types of colors. I haven't decided which color I might do. I do think I want to take this one to full finish. I kind of been enjoying it. Should be wrapped up pretty quickly. But having said that, I haven't painted a model in a long while now. I'm serious. The bird is already fly about half a meter. She jumped and punched it down. Wow. That cat's a keeper. Care Bear tank plant. Who are the Kennedys and why are they dead? Who are the Kennedys? I don't know. Assassinated? Chuck, what's going on, brother? Welcome. I have a cat, which is short orange one, which hunted down a bird. Really? My cats look at birds. We don't let them outside the house because we know better. Oh, those Kennedys got it. Dude, Charles, okay, I'm gonna ask you a stupid question. I'm not sure how yours is meant to be. Charles, do you know who the dead Kennedys are? They dodged a bullet on that one. Yeah. Now a rat. Oh, you genuinely do not know who the dead Kennedys are. Wow. What are they teaching kids today? Dead Kennedys, 1970s, 1980s, punk band. Yes. Releasing an album called In God We Trust, Inc. One of, I think, 5 or 6 albums? So, San Francisco band, political punk. A band we need, a band whose messaging we need to get across today. Let's put it that way. Nazi punks, fuck off. Sound familiar? California, Uber Alice. Sound familiar? Really? People don't know this? Virgin eardrums, I guess. Gotta put our oldest cat down. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Mike, how old? I just saw them a couple months ago. Minus Jello. Yeah, you're probably not going to see them hanging out with Jello anytime soon, right? Hunt down the dumbass wildcat, which keeps fighting my cats. Really? I was born in the 90s, so yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of kids who kind of know this band. I don't know. Maybe. I'll do some soul searching for music later and give you a rating. Oh, a rating! I love it. I think you're going to be. I'm going to leave it with amused. Curious. Nazi Punks Fuck Off is a great song. But Mike, how old was the cat? Small cat versus wildcat sound cool. How much longer are you going to be on? I'm going to be on until 8 o'clock local time, Charles. I'm sorry, that really sucks. It does suck. Putting down a cat is a tough thing. We've done it twice ourselves, and it was not fun. Not gonna lie, it was not fun. Yeah. Knockoff characters, cartoon movie time. All right, so we're to that, Red. Sounds good. Okay, be right back. I'll give you a rating after a few songs. Any recommendations? I would definitely suggest, again, are you going to listen to an album or just a few songs? Yeah, total bummer. He was like, oh my God, 19? Dude, so your kids must be like wigging out. Holiday in Cambodia. Yep, that's a good one. I would recommend that. It's awful. We lost both our cats and dog last year. Are you serious, Peter? That's a hell of a loss, TMNT. Cocaine Snorting Turtles. Okay, I like that one a lot. Just a few songs. All right. Nazi Punks Fuck Off. Holiday in Cambodia. Kill the Poor. California Uber Alice is a good one. Let's see. Police Truck. Yep. Too Drunk to Fuck. Wow, Mike. 19. I know. Not a young cat. Rapunzel, long-haired MF. That's kind of cute. There you go, Charles. I'd say that's a little handful. And then in terms of albums, you can look up anything from, Fresh Fruit for Rotting Vegetables, In God We Trust Inc., Bedtime for Democracy. All right, be right back. Coming to you soon. All right, sounds good, Charles. We'll be here. "19 years old, Mike." So, Mike, I got a question for you, because when we lost Nani about a decade ago, the thought was, well, maybe we'll wait to get a cat, and we didn't. We went and got one pretty quickly. Now it's Daisy. She's our oldest cat here. Are you guys planning on getting another cat, or do you have another cat, or what's the thought? There's good footage on YT of them recording In God We Trust. Really? Oh, I should watch that. So I threw the rock. My oldest cat is 14. Dog is 18. Damn. Lion King. Tiger Tyrant. I like that. That's good too. Let's moving over. Classic. I think PSD was my favorite album. I don't know. Listening to their entire oeuvre, one of the things I loved about the DKs, and I've been listening to sort of their albums, how they're musically, they changed, how they progressed, I think is great. Like Bedtime for Democracy is such a different album from, Fresh Fruit. So I threw the rock. I think that's a great Jello story. I have no idea what that story is. I guess I got to look into this. It's my favorite too. I have to listen. I'm going to be listening to PSD, Plastic Surgery Disasters. I think that was a great Jello story. The Iron Giant, Optimus Prime. Oh, can go both ways, I guess, right, Red? I don't like the latter stuff so much. Oh, I love the latter stuff because I think it musically changed. So this is Oregon. Next year, they come out with that shot that is supposed to double a cat's life to 60 plus. Cats live to 30. We had said no more cats, but when his brother died a few years ago, we got 2 more cats. I think the plan is a dog next. All right, so you've already got 2 cats now, right? Okay. Yeah. That's the one thing we said, no dogs in this house. No way. Nope. Nobody's going to take care of them. And I don't want to take care of a dog. I'm being honest. Angry birds, mad barking birds. Nice. Wait, is it Oregon? Is what Oregon? I don't know. I apologize, Ken. I'm missing the reference. I'm glad someone caught it. He tells it, feel like you could have thrown the rock. Really? Where did you see this? Is this the video that you guys are talking about? The footage on YouTube? Special Halloween edition. Nick used to listen to that story over and over. What was that from? 8:45. All right, now you guys gotta talk to me a little bit here. Give me some information. F19. All right, first of all, let's see if this runner is done. Yes, runner done. Five Nights at Freddy's. Message retracted. Joel tells a story about him getting harassed by rednecks in some hick town. And where can one hear this story? It's on an album, and I'm spacing it right now. All right. Yeah, let me know which one that is. I love animals, but I don't know how many more put downs I have in me. Now, the funny part about it is, my interesting thing, and I know everybody is different. It's hard, but at the same time, it's part of life, just like humans, our parents, uncles, people who came before, and we're having to do that same kind of stuff. It's just, unfortunately, it's just part of the process. As long as we can enjoy that time with our cats, our first cat, Cleo, she lived for less than a year. And most of that time she was sick. We picked her up and she became like violently ill in no time flat. But she was very important to my wife and me. This is before our kids. She was very important to me, to us. And there were a lot of tears shed, but but you got to have a cat. You have to have the pets, and it's best to give me democracy or give me death. It was a singles comp. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find that one. Thank you, Peter. Night of the Living Rednecks. Interesting. All right, going in, guys. Let me see. One, two. Okay, we're gonna do some cleanup here. Give me convenience or give me death. I think I've got that one in my collection. Give me convenience or give me death was a compilation, if I'm correct. It's never easy. Even the fish are tough after you've had them for years. Yeah, exactly. But the question is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, for example, having a pet in my life, like having the cats that we have, as much as they're pissing me off that we got 4 of these little things that just like shit everywhere and nobody wants to clean it up. You know what? It's like, and every time I think, well, maybe my wife can take one of the cats with her. It's like, well, which one would go? It's like, well, I kind of like her. I really like her. She's pretty cool. Yeah, they're all good. Convenience, not democracy. Yeah. My bad. No worries. Trolls, the small, hairy motherfuckers. Ray's guitar broke. Ray's guitar broke? Really? I would like to see. I would like to see the DKs at some point again. Or I'd like to see them at some point. Though I know the experience will be totally different. Oh, this is going to be messy. Tiny part with big mold line. That's it, Ken. Speaking of which, I got a new beta. Good for you. Joke's on you. I don't own a beta. How was the Descendants? The Polar Express. The train's gonna hit the second parking tower. Nice. Everyone, do yourself a favor and listen to it. It's hilarious. You're talking about listen to the Ray's Guitar Broke. You're talking about the interview, the Jello interview. That's all for today evening. Sounds good. Good ones, Brad. Thank you. I don't own a guitar. Wrong Ray. Unless you're from East Bay. I think that's good. I genuinely can't tell. Couple of mile kids. What are you making? I'm working on a on a tank. I'm working on an armored vehicle. I'm working on the M2A3 Bradley. 1/72nd scale by Meng, and this has been a super fun model. Sorry, guys. This is a really small piece with a lot of molding issues all around. I mean, again, it's small stuff. I can deal with molding imperfections. They're incredible, Ken. Best show I've seen in a long time. Tank? It's a tank. Yep. Awesome. I also remember the Christmas stickers that the dude gave me as a bonus when you bought. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yes. Never seen them. I saw Devo recently. Were they, was Devo down in, at Great Woods? They're coming to Great Woods, I think. I thought they were coming later on, but maybe they already came. Love the Bradley. Yeah, this kit has been fabulous to work on. Absolutely fabulous. I've enjoyed these little Meng 1/72nd scale tanks are great. Idea: buy a small Santa figure and put it on the tank and have him driving the tank trying to shoot the Grinch. That's not a bad idea. Highly recommend. Also, the opening band was really good too. Teen Mortgage. Teen Mortgage. It's an interesting name. Where are they from? mortgage. Let's see how this part goes on. I can't find the hole. There it is. Ooh. Really? No, it's the other way around. That's why. Okay, leave it there for a second. We'll get some thinner in there. Yeah, the dead Kennedys kind of suck. They suck. And why do they suck? Okay, now I have your attention. Here's the actual review. Ooh, I can't wait to hear this. Make sure I'm going to be 11, so I'm going to be a preteen. Those are good times. And then you become a teenager. And then you become boon and bane to your parents. Woof. I have the M2A3 Bradley. Yeah. Have you built it yet, Mike? And if not, get to it. Okay, the devil himself. Yep. They're a DC band, but the guitarist singer is from UK. Cool. Hey, Tom. Good morning. Morning. What's going on, Tom? Hey, howdy, hey. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I just want to get this thing kind of in position. Oh, great detail. Hey, Tom, almost melt my HD. I forgot it was under the eye. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. It's not a band I'll go for on my way to listen to, but the ones that really caught my attention, like or Police Truck, Let's Lynch the Landlord, and Chemical Warfare. Exactly. Yeah, those are good choices right there. Well, I'm going to go. Artie Red, have a great evening, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Those are good choices. Until that day, until all are one, till all are one. Kumbaya, motherfuckers. Until it's not my style of music, but I'll give it a 7.6 out of 10. Good for you, man. That's not bad. And you know what the thing is? Ultimately, you try something, and if you like it, you're into it, and you're not, that's fine. My daughter played me. I'm not a country guy. I don't like this modern country stuff, but my daughter played me some stuff a while ago. My younger daughter, I'm like, it's not so bad, you know. Or when my wife and I first started dating, and Robert Earl Keen, it's like, I don't do country, you know. And then it's like, this guy is really fucking good. Music, you try different things. You like certain things and you don't like certain things. One of the men kits I've done been tune tanks, which I love. Yeah, I think I may actually pull out a tune tank after this. I did pull out the HIMARS. I started working on it upstairs, but the light's pretty poor, and I don't want to F it up. So I'll bring it down here at some point and work on it. So I stopped working on that pretty soon afterward. But people have been talking about the tune tanks. I think I might have to bring one of those out. All right. So real quickly, I mean, this thing is pretty sick. And I'm not even done with loading it up with all the shit. I've got to build this massive box that goes on the side here now. R1 isn't like that a thing from Evangelion, the human. Yeah, I think you're probably right. And I can't stand country, really. I think it depends. I'm not a big fan of this new country shit for the most part, but again, I will try just about anything. You give it a try and see if it makes sense, and if not, move on. Music isn't inherently good or bad, right? I mean, there are things we like and there are things we don't like. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. This new stuff is not country. Oh, I totally agree with you on that. This pop shit, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Give me like take your pick. Tammy Wynette, early Johnny Cash, even though that kind of straddles other type of genres as well. But yeah, give me all that stuff. I totally agree. I like Doc Boggs. I don't even know who Doc Boggs is. That sounds pretty cool. They blurred the line between what and what? Okay. Just trying to get part of this thing better glued into place. There we go. All right. So we'll be doing some cleanup work on the backside there later. I'm going to throw this guy back on just because it looks so cool on here. There we go. Yeah, this thing really does look groovy. It's more country rock, but it's also neither. Oh, it's neither. It's country pop. It's pop music. In the same way that if you listen to, a lot of pop rock today, it's like, man, it's more pop than anything else. Or, let's not even go down the rap path. I used to like rap a lot. Country and everything else. Yeah. Anything that, unfortunately, I hate to put it this way, but commercial music is commercial music. It's designed to appease the majority of people out there, not I hate to put it this way, a discerning crowd. Waylon and Willie, yes, exactly. Belongs in the dumpster. Wow. Who really knows what belongs in the dumpster? Let's see, what time is it? I'm going to give myself another 10 minutes and then I'm going to bail. My wife just tried calling me, so I just want to catch up with her this morning. Let's start assembling a box here. F7 and F4. A big honking box. There are some things to this thing I may end up doing some cleanup on or adding some stuff. If we take a look underneath, if you see all that empty spacing underneath these canisters, I don't think it'll ever be seen. But if anybody does kind of look, and nobody should pick up the model, look underneath it, right? But if anything, I'm going to take a look to see if it's visible once it's on the tank. If it is not, I'll leave them be. If it is, I will end up filling those spaces up. The same with that spot right there. You can actually see it's just a big open space right there. It's more for the up and coming. Like most things, George, the good one tells us the good ones tell a story. I'm going a giant RC airplane in the living room. Hopefully I finish before my wife wakes up. And if not, what are you doing, Ray? Sorry, it's Doc Boggs. Old Appalachian banjo guy. Oh, haunting. Oh, yeah. I love good Appalachian music. I mean, like years ago, I remember somebody introduced me to Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys, sort of the foundations of bluegrass music. I love Bill Monroe. Start playing the music gradually louder. Love Bill Monroe. Oof. We got some cleanup in here. Doc Boggs. I have to look that one up too. There we go. Anyway. Cannot tell what's going on there. Oh, that's going to, okay. So we can't do that. We're going to have to do this way. There's a little rivet details, which I don't want to destroy. Which I think I just did. Maybe not. Anyway. So anybody, so we know Ken's got his birthday dealio going today. Yay. Anybody who tuned in late got anything special going on today? I'm hoping to get my lawn taken care of this morning, mow the lawn, come back in, have lunch, watch, I'm going to try to watch. Later, Charles. Have a good one, brother. Have you heard of Billy Strings? Really? I have not heard of Billy Strings. Got to bounce. Y'all have a good one. Charles, do good, brother. I like Red Dirt Country. Lots of banjo. Banjo music is great. I do love banjo music. I have to make a list of some of this stuff. Red Dirt Country. All right, let's see how this comes together. Not yet. Forgot to do this one. Maybe you still got a bit of congestion. Uh-oh. He likes the music when people are on the water. They know they need to make a U-turn. I'm painting a later wife friend's place. Nice. Hopefully you're able to do that. I haven't. I'm going checking them out right now. All right, I got to write some of this stuff down. Billy Strings and Red Dirt. It's always good to write this stuff down. Country. Find the song Dust in the Baggie. So good. Dude can pick the F out of a guitar. Hey, Dwayne. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. How many Steve Martin albums do you have? Me? 3. Maybe 2. 2 or 3. One of those 2. Back when he used to play the banjo on his lives. Yuck. That's a big old nub. No wall's perfect. I'm going to give this one some, give it a little bit of grief, but not a lot. And some of the nub placements on some of these areas has been a little interesting. There we go. Right. I'm good. Just waking up. I hear you on that. Still plays Martin Short on their live shows. Really? Did not know that. Listening lyrics are great. He toured that long ago. Did banjo. My parents got to see him. That's cool. Morning, Nick. Hey, Dwayne. That's cool. All right, let's get a couple of these pieces assembled. I miss Prairie Home Companion. Great bluegrass on that show, and the show itself was great. Yeah, it was a really, really good show, no doubt. Yeah. Oh, well. Trying to remember, did Garrison Keillor get himself into a little bit of hot water? I believe that's what ended up happening. Big old fingerprint in the middle of that. I hope that's on the bottom. Yep, it's on the bottom. That's good. Yeah, the Seldom Scene was good. Muddy Waters and Hickory Wind, both good tunes. Good tunes. All right. A little bit of cleanup on that later, but for now, let's get these things compressed. Okay. There we go. All right. And with that, calling it a session today. Yeah, during the Me Too movement. Yeah, that's what I thought. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, guys. Time for me to roll. Want to go check in with my wife, see how things are going. Stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on this morning. I do appreciate it as always. Go out there. Do good. Excuse me. Brighten the world as much as you can. It's a nasty world out there, and it's getting nastier by the day, and it ain't going to get any better soon. It's up to us to try to at least move the needle back to a place of calmness, all right? Show people dignity and the respect that they deserve. Do good. Enjoy the day, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow morning doing the same thing. We'll take it from there. Love you all. Peace.